Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode. First things first, yes, I have brown hair. Elephant in the room. Let's talk about that before we delve into this episode. So the last time you saw me, I had blonde short hair, and now I have long brown hair. Why? I just fancy the change, to be honest with you. I have never been brunette. I have never been brunette. I've always been blonde my whole life, short or long. And you know what? Blonde is so hard to maintain, especially when you have extensions. So I thought, I'm moving to London. You know, fresh start. I thought, I'm just going to dye my hair brown. And do you know what? I don't hate it. It's a massive change. And anyone that's seen me over the last couple of days goes, what the fuck? Who are you? But now I'm warming to it. I actually think I prefer it. So yeah, basically I had my extensions taken out on Monday this week, and then on the Wednesday I had the extensions put in. So let me know what you think about brunette G. Like, I am dumb blonde. I'm that blonde girl. So to have brown hair is like, bring out the newspapers, do you know what I mean? Anyway, good morning. It is July the 30th, I think, and I am 11 weeks out from the British finals this weekend. Thought I'd pick up my camera for the next couple of days and just give you a little bit of days in the life, show you some food, show you some training. You know how it rolls on this channel. So basically this is going to be a little bit of a different video because it's going to have like a bit of a subject, I suppose, which you've obviously guessed from the title. But I am going to unfollow everybody and deactivate my Instagram for 3 days. I'm having a midlife crisis at 24. It's cool. No, but in all seriousness, I have been thinking about, like, I felt like I've needed this for a while, and I think that what's happening to me at the moment is that I'm consuming way too much social media. Like, I create content, but I feel like I spend more time consuming content from other people than actually fucking making it myself. And it's just been like really unproductive over the last couple of months, and I find myself scrolling on Instagram all the time. My time on Instagram is like 3.5 hours or something. It's fucking ridiculous. So this video is actually inspired by TM Cycles, so inspiration from him. He recently took 7 days off Instagram, and I watched his video last night and I thought, you know what, that is like what I needed to watch right now to kick me up the arse and actually make me do it myself. Just unfollowing everybody, like everybody. And then what I'm going to do is deactivate my account for 3 days, have an absolute detox, not go on my phone, like not go on social media, and then I'm going to come back onto Instagram, follow people who I actually want to follow, because I felt like I was just following, like, I think I was following about 600 people, and admittedly a lot of them were bodybuilders, and some of them were like old, when I used to be more of like a fit, well, I'm still a fitness coach, aren't I, but when I used to not be into bodybuilding as much. So like loads of like just fitspo girls, just loads of trash, to be honest with you. And like, I don't need to be watching those people's stories. I'm not that interested in their life. So why am I spending 3 hours of my day watching their stuff? I don't even fucking know. But we're going to solve that problem. Obviously I'm going to follow people back, slowly but surely. Like, I'll follow people who I actually want to watch. So if over the next month I never follow you back, you know why. But no, I just feel like I need it. I feel like my brain recently has been so consumed with so much stuff that, I don't know, I'm in a bit of a weird phase. I don't really know what's going on in my life right now. Well, I do. I have a lot going on in my life right now. I feel like you guys are like my therapists sometimes, and I can just speak to the camera and just say how I'm actually feeling. I feel a bit brain foggy, I think. And I think the first thing I need to do is just take 3 hours of my life, which I'm just fucking wasting, and actually do something really productive with it, because I really do want to. I have some big goals over the next year. I have some really big goals, and like, if I'm fucking spending 3 hours a day, what's that like? I don't even know. I can't even do maths. 14, 21 hours a week. That took me so long to work out. I need to go back blonde. 21 hours a week. It's like a part-time job, scrolling on Instagram. So yeah, maybe some people will be inspired by this video and do the same thing if you feel like social media is consuming you. Another reason on why I'm doing this, and I'm definitely going to sit down and talk about this in a bit, is that I have had a bit of a weird week mentally. Like, this has been my first week back into the diet, back into prep, where the food has been dropped and the hammer has been dropped. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down and talk about how I'm feeling mentally, because I wasn't really expecting to feel like this. Anyway, I'll talk about that later, because I'm already 6 minutes into this intro. So I'm gonna drive to the gym, we have pool today, and I will catch you there. That song, that song and another song just bring me such feels from show day. Anyway, just been drinking my pre on the way to the gym, which was the Naughty Boy Menace. Oh, it has the beta alanine in it as well, so it makes my face tingly. And then I've also got the watermelon EAAs, which you guys know I love. This is, like, no word of a lie, this is the best flavour of EAAs I've ever tried. It's probably the best flavour of a water-based drink that I've ever tried. Today's session is pull, back and hamstrings. So I'm doing like a posterior pull at the moment. So I actually hit quite a lot of the movements which I hit in last week's episode. So I'll still insert some footage, but I do leg curls and I do the glute drive, which are 2 exercises from last week's session. Also, obviously, a bit of back, some RDLs. Actually, I had my check-in back from Dan yesterday. So week 1 of like this prep phase, obviously like dropping food now. I lost 1.5 kilos on the scales, so we're not changing anything food wise. Dan is actually really happy with how much I dropped in that week. Like, it was actually quite surprising, because don't get me wrong, like, we definitely took out some food, but we didn't take out loads of food. So yeah, the body responded really well. Whether that will continue, I don't really know, but either way, no changes on food, so the diet will still stay the same this week. So yeah, back and hamstrings, we're gonna get to it. home from training and I popped to Sainsbury's. I don't know if it's the same with you guys where you are, but fuck me, the supermarkets are always out of stock of everything at the moment. And I'm guessing that's just down to the pinging of the app and all of that bollocks. So anyway, this is what I got from Sainsbury's. This is actually quite a big shop, so I'm going to show you. So, butterhead salad, the best salad in the world. And some regular Italian, some bananas. So on my plan I have, like, it just says a banana. So I always have to go in and I'm like trying to find the most equal bunch. I'd say that's pretty bang on. Yogurt. Got 2 things because they never have this in stock, and today they had like 2 left, so got those. No normal bagel thins, so I had to get the protein ones. Gonna get a massive now. This is the best seasoning. I have it on my chicken, so I have 2 chicken meals a day on a training day. 3 of these because again, so hard to find, always out of stock, so I got 3 of those. I got my daily Pepsi Max. I got a large cucumber. Look at that. Look at that sizing. Some green beans in there. A tripod. No, some potatoes, because now basically I used to have the 3. I spoke about this last week, but I used to have 3 lots of bread, but now I have 2 lots of potato and 1 lot of bread. Some chicken and some strawberries. So I'm gonna now have, oh my gosh, I nearly forgot. This is the best fucking seasoning ever. So, going to have now for my post-workout, chicken, fajita, on a bagel with salad. It is really odd not having Instagram on my phone. Like I just automatically open my phone and try and go, well, I just click on the first app that's there now, which is WhatsApp, which used to be Instagram. So like I'm so, like, my brain is in such an automatic drive that I just always pick it up to like look on Instagram, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I don't even have Instagram anymore. But I can't tell you how much of a productive session I had earlier. Like that pool session was one of the best pool sessions I've had in ages, because I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I put it in my bag and I didn't touch it the whole session. So yeah, like, again, I think that when I do go back onto social media, I'm a fucker for going on my phone in between sets. I guess in a way because I film a lot of my exercises for Instagram stories, then of course I'm going to be on my phone, but I'm going to try and practice a little bit more of trying to train every so often without my phone. Yeah, like such a productive fucking pool session. So that's cool. Come home, had a couple of meals, been doing some work. I actually went for a nap, which I haven't done in a long time, but I just felt like, you know, I'm not scrolling on Instagram, so I may as well just take a nap. I guess what I did want to talk about quickly, she says quickly, is how I currently feel on this prep. So the beauty, I suppose, of this channel is that everything that I'm doing, I'm a first timer. So even though this is now technically my second prep, I'm no longer a first timer. This is the first time I've ever had to go back into a prep having done a prep. I'm a rinse that first timer title for a long time. So basically, we dropped the food last week, and I don't know why, but I've just had this like really weird feeling of like, I just can't be asked. Obviously I can be asked. I really want to prep. I really want to do the finals. But if I'm being totally honest with you guys, it's been like, it's really weird. It's like, I want to prep obviously, but at the same time I just think, oh my God, like, here we go again, because you know how tough it gets at the end. And as I've previously said before, you don't realise how deep into it you are until you come out of it and feel normal again. So I've just done 6 weeks of feeling very normal again, you know, eating enough food, sleeping really well, being able to go out and enjoy food once a week with friends. Training has just gone completely back to normal, and I'm actually loving my training right now. So it's kind of like this weird, like, mental barrier that I'm just like, oh my god, I don't even know if I want to go and feel like that again. It's really odd. And I was speaking to Dan about it, and he said this is completely normal. It's basically like PTSD. Like, you know what's coming, you've just got to like mentally brace yourself. Like, once I get back into the flow, I'll be absolutely fine. But adapting to feeling hungry, adapting to feeling like shit, adapting to strength training going down, I just think like, oh, it will be worth it, obviously, but it's just a little bit like this sort of weird resistance. Like, before, if I wanted to fuck off my diet, I could have fucked off my diet. Like, I never did, but now it's like, okay, you have to stick to this now. Like, this is the finals. And in a weird way, me badgering on the other day, badgering, is that even the saying? I don't know. Anyway, me blabbering on the other day saying, oh, I feel no pressure. I don't feel any pressure from social media, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure from myself to do even better. So yeah, it's just, that's basically how I'm feeling, and I didn't ever think I'd feel like that. I've been buzzing, moaning, saying, I don't want to eat this much food, when are we dropping my food? And now as soon as we do, I'm a bit like, oh god, oh, it's time to prep again. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like there'll be people watching this that have felt that exact feeling before, and I think that anyone who's a first time competitor that watches my videos, just so you know, that's how I felt going back into a second prep. So I can't even imagine how shit it is going between shows like I initially was going to. God, I'm so glad I didn't do that, you know. That was a blessing in disguise. I think I would have struggled a little bit, if I'm honest. But yeah, there you go. That's basically how I'm feeling, and I was not expecting to feel like that, but there we are. Good morning, YouTube. It is the following day now. It is Saturday 31st of July, and I am on day 2 of my social media detox. Currently about 10 AM in the morning, and I have had a busy morning already. Went to the gym dead early this morning and trained push, which was actually a really good session for the fact that I don't normally train that early. I will leave some post-pump photos here. Only because I'm actually quite happy with how those photos were looking this morning. So really productive session. Came home, did a ton of client work, and yeah, now I'm just picking up my camera to introduce the second day. Yeah, obviously this morning it's just weird. Like, I've got up this morning, had my usual coffee, driven to the gym, done my whole training session, come home, done all my work, done some house bits, because obviously at the moment we are sorting out our lives for London, and yeah, haven't picked up my phone and scrolled on social media once. And it's just like a very odd, but kind of in a weird way freeing feeling. Like, I'm a fucker. As soon as I get up in the morning, I'm on my phone scrolling on social media, because I go in the morning and do like my little coffee story, I just find myself scrolling, looking at the DMs, then I'll do a bit of work, pick up my phone, start scrolling again. So yeah, it's been productive. It's been fucking productive. And you know what, I think that over the last day, because that's all I've done so far, that actually I do enjoy looking at what people are doing. I feel like I like to, I've never really been like a film girl. I don't watch films or anything like that. I've always watched like reality stuff, so like YouTube. I've watched a lot of, like, I don't tend to watch films or TV programs, I tend to watch YouTube. So I feel like I really enjoy watching what other people are doing. So I definitely like do miss looking at what people are doing, but I think my issue was I was spending so much time looking at people who I don't even have that much of an interest in what they're doing. So I think the thing that I'm going to take away, and maybe you should take away from this, is that actually going cold turkey on Instagram maybe isn't the option. I feel like it's going to like completely reset me, which is amazing, but I'm following people that, like, why would you waste your time looking at what they're doing? So yeah, I feel like when I go back on, just only follow maybe a couple of hundred people, if that. When I actually go on and catch up on there, I'm not going to be catching up forever, forever, because there's always something to look at, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been interesting. I think that maybe personal phone in a different room and having more kind of work blocks in the day might be something that I do as well now moving forwards. I don't know. Anyway, it's 10 AM. I'm gonna chill for half an hour, do some more bits for the house, and then I'm gonna have my second meal. I've already had my post-workout cream of rice, have my chicken, and then I'm gonna go and do some posing. Can I just say, if you don't already, cut your chicken with scissors. So put your chicken on the scales, turn it to 0, and then take bits out and cut it into the pan. Don't say I don't bring hacks and value at this channel. So, salt all my meals, but this on my chicken is incredible. Like, this is the best seasoning mix. And I'm gonna rinse it until I need to pull it, basically. Oh my god, you shouldn't do that. You've cracked the pan, it's non-stick. Yeah, I know. We're getting a new one, so fuck it. 100 grams of chicken and veg and a bagel thin. Might actually get this swapped to turkey mince and really throw it back. And, whoa, an extra gram. There it is. And, of course, it's like the rule. Only issue of having long hair again is that it gets in everything. Right. Buzzing. Week 2 of the diet, and I'm already excited for my meals. So, ready? Everybody's favourite part. By the way, after like slagging off White Monster for years, I actually like it again now. It's actually pretty good, isn't it? I used to fucking hate it. Right, I was thinking this the other day when I was driving. Random driving thoughts. Why the fuck, yeah, have Monster not brought out a non-caffeinated Monster? Stay with me, because my issue is I always fancy one. Well, actually, I always fancy like 2 or 3 in a day. And like, you can't have 2 or 3 because it's too much fucking caffeine. Like, sometimes I'll be like 6 PM, I'll be like, oh, I really fancy a Monster. But if you can't have it because it's got caffeine in, they need to bring out a non-caffeinated version of this that's just like a fizzy, because this is better than Pepsi when you think about it. And that's saying something, you know? Long gone are the days of full bagels. That was fun while it lasted. posing and cardio is done, and I completely forgot to mention, I got some fucking bougie new baby spoons. These baby spoons, there's 2 in a pack and they were a tenner. This colour and that baby pink. Too many of you fuckers nicking my munchies, so I was like, right, I'm gonna create a new hype with the old yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. So it's a little bit later on and I have Vimto squash stuck in my throat, and I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Obviously it's only the end of day number 2 of my social media detox, but I want to get this video up on YouTube. I'll obviously fill you guys in how the next 2-ish days go, but I'll definitely be back on social media soon, that's for sure. But it has been so nice to take that time away, and as I've said, do suggest it to anyone who's just feeling a little bit clogged with how much they consume online. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed following along in a couple of the days of the life. We are 11 weeks out tomorrow, which is so exciting. I can't believe it's all going to happen again. I can't believe there's going to be another show day. I can't believe I'm going to have a new bikini. I've ordered some new shoes. Wait till you see them. They're going to be so good. So yeah, it's just really exciting, and I feel like this prep is going to be an exciting one because a lot of it I'm going to be doing in London. So I'm going to be at my new gym, King's, which is going to be insane. A lot of travelling, couple of expos, couple of shows, so it's definitely going to be, I feel like my first prep, fuck the first one, I'm not counting that one, the one I just did this year, that was like a prep with minimal things that could go wrong. Because let's be honest, I am the queen of being stuck in traffic on prep. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. As I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new and you haven't already. I am going to be uploading regularly all the way until show day. And yeah, I just really want to make this series, The Road to the British, the best one I've ever done. So please subscribe, it would mean the world. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next time.